In this question, we're told that Marie invests £8,000 in an account for 1 year. At the end of the year, interest is added to her account. Now Marie pays tax on this interest at a rate of 20%, and the tax that she pays is equal to £28.80. And we need to work out the percentage interest rates for the accounts. Now this question is very similar to question 2 in this paper, and so if you go back to question 2 on this video, you can see the same principle in action but with numbers. And since we'll be using algebra in this question, using numbers might help you to understand the principles we use in order to answer this question. Now Marie starts with £8,000 in her account. Now if interest is added to her account, she multiplies by a certain percentage multiplier in order to get the final amount in her account after 1 year. Let's say we have an increase of 2%. This would be multiplied by 1.02. And since this money is only in her account for 1 year, we'd have 1.02 to the power of 1. But we don't know what the percentage interest rate is. That's what we need to find out. And so we can say that this multiplier is equal to A. And we'll find out the value of A later in this question. And so we have the original amount of 8,000 multiplied by A, which will give us an answer of 8,000A. We said that A is the multiplier that represents an increase by a certain percentage, and this is the percentage that we need to find out. And 8,000A would be the amount in her account at the end of the year. We're told that Marie pays tax on this interest, and so we need to work out the interest added to her account. And so the amount of interest will be the total amount in her account at the end of the year, take away the original amount. And so we can say that the amount of interest is equal to 8,000A take away 8,000. Now Marie pays tax on this interest at a rate of 20%, and she ends up paying £28.80 tax. And so this means that 20% of this interest is equal to £28.80. And so we can say that 20% of 8,000A minus 8,000 is equal to 28.80. Now to find 20%, we multiply by 0.2. And so we can say that 0.2 multiplied by 8,000A minus 8,000 is equal to 28.80. Now we can expand these brackets by multiplying 0.2 by each term. 0.2 multiplied by 8,000A is equal to 1,600A, and 0.2 multiplied by 8,000 is equal to 1,600. And so we can say that 1,600A take away 1,600 is equal to 28.80. Now we need to find the value of A, because we're trying to find the percentage interest rate for this account. And A is the multiplier that represents this percentage. We can move the minus 1,600 over to the right hand side. And so we can say that 1,600A is equal to 1,628.80. Now to find A, we can divide both sides by 1,600. And using our calculator, we can find that A is equal to 1.018. We said that A is the multiplier that represents the increase by a certain percentage. And so if we have a multiplier of 1.018, this represents an increase of 1.8%. And so we can now say that the percentage interest rate for this account is equal to 1.8%. Now this question is worth 3 marks. We get the first mark for saying that 20% of this interest is equal to 28.80. And so we said that 0.2 multiplied by 8,000A minus 8,000 is equal to 28.80. We get the second mark for expanding these brackets and for rearranging to find the value of A, which is equal to 1.018. And we get the third mark for recognizing that a multiplier of 1.018 represents an increase by 1.8%, allowing us to achieve the full 3 marks needed in this question.